Are we live right now, Ed? I'm still reading this NASA report. Well, I'm reading this NASA document at ntrs.nasa.gov, and I'm on page 30 here, and we don't have any viewers. Why am I gonna talk about this stuff? I'm reading this document. Anyway, right here, concluding remarks, it says, where is it here? Flying in a stationary atmosphere over a flat, non-rotating Earth. Like, can I turn my phone here sideways? Here. Can you read that? It says flat, non-rotating Earth. This is the NASA government right here. On page, if you look on page 30 on concluding remarks. On this thing, it says, what does it say here, Tanner? What does it say?
It says this. Sit your phone still.
What does it say?
This report derives and defines a set of linearized system matrices. Help me with that word, guys. What's that? MATRICES.
Matt Rice.
Matt Rice.
I don't know, man.
Matt Rice, a good man. For a rigged aircraft of a constant mass flying in a stationary atmosphere over a flat, I about said the wrong word, non-rotating Earth. Are you on that flat Earth shit again?
No, man. I'm reading this NASA document because we can trust NASA. What is the name of this NASA document here? Whoa, holy shit. There's 138. Whoa, shit. NASA.
Matrices. Matrices. Multiple matrices.
What does it say?
We're in the fucking matrix, dog.
This is the NASA report. NASA reference publication 1207, written in 1988. Right?
And did you find this on the internet?
This is on NASA. This is their webpage.
This is true, guys. All this is true.
It's true, right? NASA published this, and in concluding remarks said a flat, non-rotating Earth.
Conspiracy theorists are up to 47 and nothing at this point. What are we talking about today,
What conspiracies are we talking about today? I was just recently talking about the tariff wars, these tariffs here, these tariff wars, and Canada, our friends in the north, decided they were going to send people to the border to stop the flow of fentanyl and illegal drugs, and our friends in the south in Mexico, they did the same thing. So I'm not really worried about them tariffing Mexico or Canada. And if you are worried about the price of something going up, it's probably heroin, cocaine, and fentanyl. As long as you don't need those daily to survive, I think you're going to be good. But that's not really a conspiracy theory. What's up, Knife Hoarder? Conspiracy. What's up, Heat My Shorts? You're talking about the fog, Ed? The fog that gave me this freaking headache? These microbots that are in the fog?
No, what I'm
talking
about is the skies are clear all day long. Now, all of a sudden, there's chemtrails and the moon is out.
Chemtrails and the moon's out. That's another thing, guys. I was taught in school. I mean, I went to school a long time ago, and I got to admit, I did not get good grades. I did not get good grades.
However,
I was taught that the moon, the sun reflects off the moon, and that's how come you see the moon. But the other day, like, I don't know, maybe a month ago or so, I'm driving down my road, and the sun is setting, and the moon is out in full. Like, if the sun's setting behind the earth and there's a full moon, like, how does that work? I don't know. I just don't know. How can you see the sun setting and the moon out at the same time? Or right now we see the moon.
It's a projection.
It's a projection on the firmament.
Are we in the
matrix?
Multiple matrices.
In the matrix. The particles in the fog are SO2.
That sounds like some
SO2.
I don't know what that is.
Something to look up, I guess. The cheese wheel in the sky. Well, Ed just put me on here and said I was supposed to talk conspiracy theories with you guys. And there's not a whole lot of conspiracy theories. Like, I mean, the JFK thing, we're going to find that out. I mean, how do you get a bullet from one gun and fragments in your skull from a different gun? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure.
Tom, the reason you're doing this is because our fans asked you to.
I don't really.
Yeah, and
they're asking any giveaways today. They're ready to get them out. They're like, we came on here for giveaways. We may or may not have giveaways today.
You're gonna have to stay on to find out.
You're gonna have to stay on to find out.
Here.
I have another one of these that I'm willing to give away. Ed's gonna have to agree.
Is that
to ship
a Rain?
This is a Rain.
Are we sponsored by Rain yet? I've been trying to get us sponsored by Black Rifle. Rain. It's a delicious drink. I don't actually drink Rain. I don't drink them energy drinks. Chemtrails. Yes, the chemtrails. Like, you can look that up too. Like, you can look up government documents. There's patents and stuff on manipulating the weather. When was the first government patent on manipulating the weather? Let's see what they tell us. Yep, 1948. Cloud seeding in 1948. But we don't control the weather. There's a government patent from 1948, something we probably wouldn't look into. I mean, I don't know, guys. Like, most of my conspiracies I've been on now have been kind of political, and I don't want to get into political stuff right now. What do we got?
Well, what about the fog giving you a headache, Tom?
The fog gave me a headache, Ed. It was foggy yesterday, and I've had a headache since last night. The microbots or the SO2, I don't know. Cloud seeding is real. It is real. If you want to look it up, you can look it up. It is actually real. So I don't know that, like, people say, oh, they're conspiracists. Like, look to Google it. Google NASA's document. I just showed it to you about a flat, non-rotating Earth. Isn't that right, Ed?
You showed me the document, Tom.
It's a NASA document saying the Earth is flat. Like,
no, it's saying that the science they're using is based on a flat, non-rotating.
Oh, the science they're using is based on a flat, non-rotating Earth. Well, why would you use that science?
Their pictures are not.
No, their pictures are made up by Walt Disney World, and they're we have to do details and make it look, because the pictures aren't clear enough. Have you seen the picture of the Earth from the moon? Little bitty. Here, well, let's do this. Let's Google that one. It's great too.
How come the moon from the Earth is bigger? It's right out here.
Of the Earth from the moon. It's out there right now, Ed, because, like, that's where they want it to be.
Does it illuminate its own light, or is it the light from the sun?
Well, in the Bible, did you know that God created the light before he ever set the moon and the stars and the sun in place in Genesis?
I've read it.
So, you know, like, that's kind of amazing. But this is the picture of the Earth from the moon. Now, you got to realize how big is the moon in comparison to the Earth, and how far are they away? And you're like, wow, that Earth looks like the size of the moon from the moon. Like, can you imagine how big the Earth would look from the moon if you were on the moon? If you could step foot on the moon. Do you think you guys can step foot on the moon? Yeah, I don't.
Got to grab that one and take
ether, man. The moon's made out of ether, not cheese, not rocks, space rocks. Ether. And ether was on our periodic table until they took it off, because they're, oh, whoa, shit. You know, ether is free electricity. You know, if you get a drone and you fly a copper cable up, that you'll get electricity and more electricity the higher you go. Look at all them old buildings. All them old buildings back before there were ever planes or anything else, and they all got them big, tall, like antenna rods, lightning rods, whatever. Look at the fireplaces and castles and stuff. All that decorative. You think they were actually burning stuff in there, or do you think it was harnessing the ether and powering everything? Like, we have free electricity. We actually don't need to drill for oil to get the free electricity. But did you know that the second largest quantity of liquid on Earth next to water is oil? Oil, man. The Earth naturally produces this stuff. They say, oh, it's a fossil fuel. Why do they say it's a fossil fuel? That because they want you to think that there's only a limited amount of it. You drain that oil out, the Earth produces more oil. It has nothing to do with dinosaurs rotting in the ground. No, it doesn't. Does not. The Earth makes oil. And we need to drill, baby, drill. Woo! All right. Mountains are flat. Well, imagine if a globe actually showed the mountains on the globe. Some of those mountains, instead of it just being a perfectly round spear ball, some of them mountains would be freaking way up there. You made oil uncool. Man, like, tires are flat. Tires can be flat sometime. Pop them earth oil zits. That's right. Pop them zits. What's up, Ike? I mean, guys, like, this all boiled down to me taking a cruise on the Nile. And the water always flowed one direction. But if you look at the globe model, it's like this. It's like this. The water would have had to flow up and then flow down. Why is it all flow in one direction? Tell me why. Tell me why. Hi, Porter. We've had a link about flat Earth, but Tartaria, they were the ones that harnessed the ether in the first place. Tartaria had all the like think about this, guys. You look at Egypt, you look at the Egyptian pyramids and everything, then you look at the Grand Canyon and there's Egyptian stuff in the Grand Canyon, but the Grand Canyon's like off limits to explore and stuff. There's places on Earth that have pyramids all over. Well, I believe that Tartaria was the next civilization after the Egyptians. The Egyptians ruled the freaking world for a while, guys. The world. And then the Tartarians came in, and the Tartarians, they were the first ones to harness the ether. And they built these gigantic structures. You look at New York and stuff. You look at the subways and everything else, and you tell me that that was all built by horse and buggy. No, we just reclaimed Tartarian civilization. You look at these world fairs. You look how much more advanced they must have been in order to build those buildings in the time frame they said they built them. Right. They didn't. A mud flood happened. Mud flood. Or, you know, like, think about it. The Bible says people lived hundreds of years before the flood. Like, you can do a lot of stuff. Like, my brain, if I use it, which most of the time I don't, but imagine if I could live for 800 years, how talented I would be doing things.
The lizard people will never live that long, Tom.
Said about Ed's Reaper seeds. Are they sold out?
Why are Reaper seeds sold out at the store, Ed?
Will they restock? Says.
We have Reaper seeds. If they're not online, it's because they sold out and people haven't been packing more seeds. And if they need people to pack seeds over there, I'm more than willing to go over there and pack seeds for them. I did last time.
Tom, what do you think about the upcoming World Fair?
It ain't going to be like the old World's Fair, I'll tell you that. Like,
some say it happened at the World's Fair.
I mean, did you look at Chicago World Fair? Like,
yeah, it was all the lizard people, Tom.
pictures of Chicago's World Fair.
Yeah, they're that's crazy.
It's
Show us.
crazy.
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay, in what year? In 1893, they were building stuff like this just for the World's Fair.
Let's see it.
Just for the World Fair,
Yeah.
and then they destroyed it all.
Right.
Like they had golden structures and all the rest of the stuff, and they just like destroyed it all.
Yeah, they
Like-
definitely use 14 karat, Tom.
Cameron, that was already there. We just took it over.
Beetlejuice.
I mean, have you guys heard about the World's Fair and these incubators, these Cabbage Patch Kids? Our country had been populated at one time. We just need to repopulate it after the mud flood. So what did they do? They cloned. They cloned Cabbage Patch Kids. Like you look up how many orphans were during that time in the late 1800s. Where did they come from? Where did all these orphans come from?
Well,
and they didn't just come from America. They came from all over the world.
And the stork.
Cameron, your logic is failing because you're college educated and I'm not. Cameron believes that the way you tell how old something is based on James Hutton's uniformitarianism, where he said there were layers throughout the earth and you could figure out how old something was by what layer it was found in.
Yeah, it's called. It's almost like you can sequence things like that.
So if you find dinosaurs in a certain layer and you say, oh, well, I know this layer is this old because of the dinosaur bones, right?
It would
Right,
depend,
Cam?
It would depend on the circumstance. That's not necessarily a universal rule.
So
There
what
are
is it?
There are instances in which an erosional event will occur in which a layer of sedimentation will be completely
But
taken
you
away.
can decide how old something is based on either the layer it's found in or based on the dinosaur bones that are found in.
It's a hint.
It's a hint. It's a theory.
Suggest,
The theory of uniformitarianism written by James Hutton
Tom,
way back
why don't
in
you
the
tell
day.
them about gravity?
Cameron, how far have we drilled down into the earth? What's the largest?
You can't go all the way to the friggin' center if that's where you're getting at,
How
because
far
you'll
have we
melt.
drilled down into the earth?
Will you ever get pepper X seeds?
12,262 meters. 12,262 meters. How do we know there's lava in the middle of the earth? How do we know
Common
that?
sense and logic.
The shifting plates cause lava. Do you think that the tectonic plates cause lava when they shift and they? But do you think how do we know the center of the earth what it's made out of? How do we know? We don't. We don't know what it's made out of. Just like gravity. Is gravity a law? No, it's the theory of gravity. Why is it still a theory? Because we haven't been able to prove it.
Ferrous metals are one of the most common elements in the surface of the earth. I believe iron specifically makes up about 4%. In mid-ocean ridges where the lava is spewing from, you'll see that there are sequences of magnetic age that would indicate when a certain sequence occurs, and it's all magnetic. Therefore, it is iron. You can use that, and you can tell that roughly there's a certain percentage of iron that is coming from those pits.
Therefore, the earth is made of lava inside the middle.
It's molten metal, dude.
You sound like a college-educated lad. What have you done with your college education?
I work at Puckerbutt.
What were you doing today, Cameron? Wiping buckets and building pallets.
Yeah, well, you sat on your ass.
Because I'm a manager. I'm management. I have to manage you guys.
Congratulations, you were a manager for all of 2 hours.
Just because you're college educated, I'm still the manager.
For 2 hours.
2 hours. I'm just saying, my wife got a college education, which I am paying off every month. I
will say.
And what does she do with
college
her?
Doesn't do shit. College doesn't do shit.
She sits at home. Not to say anything bad about my wife, but her college education is used.
Who's Christopher?
Very little. What are you talking about?
So I'm saying, where do you live, Christopher?
I don't know. Maybe they're talking about someone
Cameron
else.
getting about the same things done, huh?
About the same thing, except for she's not getting paid.
But Tom, could you work in government?
Could I work in government?
Yes,
Depends on what form of government you want me working
minutes.
I mean, like, what are we? There's a lot of forms of government. Like, I probably
It's molten
could.
chocolate. I like that answer.
Can you work
Yeah,
in government?
it might as well be molten chocolate because nobody's ever drilled down far enough to find out.
Yeah, because they would die, Tom.
Oh, they would die, Tom. Yeah. Yeah. Cameron, why is it the theory of gravity, college educated boy? Why is it the theory of gravity, Cam, instead of the
I'm
law of
not
gravity?
entertaining this line of reasoning.
Why not?
Because they can't prove it. Just because some drunkard saw an apple fall to the ground.
Tom? What else do you want to call it?
Cameron, we live in a flat, non-rotating Earth built by God, and He designed it the way He wanted to design it.
Geologist,
That's
Tom,
it.
what you're saying hurts me.
Yeah, look, he says, look at that one. He's got a good
If
point.
the core of the Earth is molten lava, why is the bottom of the ocean so cold?
Yeah, man, he's got a point. It could be boiling,
That-
shouldn't it?
Oh man,
that's-
oh well.
Should
No,
be
there
boiling.
actually is a good reason. So, usually, I can't remember the exact.
I use
line of
my
reasoning.
college education to troll on YouTube.
Is this on YouTube? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is.
You're live on any other theories you want to prove to us today, Cam?
Is this on YouTube?
Okay. Well, I feel like what I've said is more factually based than what were you saying about the Cabbage Patch?
The Cabbage Patch Kids? Where'd all those orphans come from, Cam? Where'd they come from?
Which orphans?
I don't know. What company did Cabbage Patch?
Why were there so many orphans in the late 1800s? Or was that 1900s? I don't know, whatever. Well,
Where, in like Britain?
everywhere, all over the
Everywhere.
world. Like Britain, they say they're from prostitutes, but like really, how many prostitutes were in Britain having kids?
A
And
lot.
a lot. Yeah.
Probably a lot.
My Wi-Fi is not working. We're not gonna get to that.
Oh, we're not going to
Today.
get to that today. No one really.
Goji Pineapple, thank you, Knife Hoarder. That was my
I can't
wedding
wait to
sauce.
try
I
my
made
Goji
that
Berry.
for my wife for our wedding to give out as gifts.
Improve it. A spinning ball of iron surrounded by molten metal.
Of course, you found that.
It's a theory. I
used-
mean, there's lots of theories out there. Message retracted. What did Iron
That's-
Sword have to say?
What?
Iron Sword
I can't-
retracted his message.
Oh,
What do you say?
I don't know what he said.
Cameron,
He
just leave.
retracted.
You're not going to
you're
win.
not gonna win.
I know I'm not going to win. He's just going to use whatever roundabout. Ironically, he's going to use circular logic to try and prove me wrong for his flat Earth.
TikTok it. That's what I'm saying.
There's
TikTok it.
He's got one right there. He's got a
A
theory.
factual confirmed by.
What's his theory?
Ever thrown a magnet in steel dust? It shapes into a ball, not a flat circle.
A lot of things shape
he's
into
not
balls.
he's not gonna listen.
A lot of things shape into balls. Like, I mean, so okay,
Oh,
so
God.
here we are in nothingness, and then all of a sudden, something from nothingness happens, and there's a big bang. And during this big bang, all of a sudden, we have a lot of matter created out of nothing, and then one planet or one ball that came spinning off of the Big Bang hit into another, and it spun and it melted our Earth, and it became molten lava at the core. And then that ball, another ball, as it was spinning, flew off, and that became the moon. And somehow we have life here because of nothing. Like, I mean, you look around and you don't believe in God. Like God is everywhere, man. Like you look at this stuff and you try to tell me there ain't no God. Like,
Who's to say that God didn't create physics, Tom?
God did create physics.
That's
You're
what I'm
just
saying.
using them wrong. Cam, the Bible says that men's wisdom is foolishness in the eyes of God.
Tom,
Foolishness, Cam.
Tom.
Your education is foolishness.
Then we might as well not even try to do anything at all, Tom.
You proved today that your education is foolishness, Cam.
It didn't get me very far, I'll admit that.
It got you here at Puckerbutt, where we give second chances to everyone. Buy PuckerbuttPepperCompany.com. Go to PuckerbuttPepperCompany.com and buy now. Buy now at PuckerbuttPepperCompany.com.
Hey, Tom, if the Earth is flat and not round, then how come
How do
you'll see different?
flat Earth
Okay,
theorists travel in planes? I've traveled in lots and lots of planes. I travel in planes several times a year, and guess what? It's flat. Does the nose, so the plane goes up, then the plane levels out, Does the captain have to do this to go around the Earth? No, you take a level on a plane, you
It's
put the
almost as
level
though
on
the
the
plane
plane.
stays level
Guess
with the
what?
Earth the entire time, Tom.
Almost like the plane stays level at the entire time, just like NASA said in this document, based on a flat, non-rotating Earth. How do lasers work, Cam? How does the laser work? A laser,
You're firing
shoot,
photons out of an electrical device.
does the laser ever bend? Can you bend a laser without having it
Very
reflect off to something
Very
else?
famously, there is one experiment where I believe the photons somehow split.
You live in Canada and Michigan,
No,
right?
I live in Michigan, which
You-
is a part of the United States. We voted for the president
Yeah.
this election. buddy.
So you're pretty much southern Canada. And
Sure.
in southern Canada, when you look across the Great Lake of Michigan,
Canada wishes. they were
can you
Michigan.
see the Chicago skyline? No, you can't. But there's pictures of it from across the lake on a clear day, and they say, oh, that's the reflection off the water, because there's no way you can actually see it because of the curvature of the Earth. Bullshit. Cam, we need to get off flat Earth because you're not going to win this one. What other things like
I don't think it's not that I'm going to
fossilization?
win. It's that no amount of evidence can possibly prove to you that the Earth is not flat. But
what
well,
evidence
let's-
do they have that the
let's
Earth
get
is
off the
round? Where, Cam?
I've already
Because
gone over this with you, and you refuse to listen. So
Cam,
I'm not going to argue.
how come we were able to make it to the moon back in the 60s and we can't now? Why, Cam?
I'm not getting into this.
Because NASA lost the technology and it's painful to rebuild. That's direct quote from NASA.
The photon changes position based on if it is viewed or not viewed. Yeah, that is exactly
That's
what
right.
they
That's what it
determined.
is. So if I
No,
take a laser
no,
pointer, if I
Tom,
take a laser pointer
Tom,
here and
there-
move
Tom.
another one way over here, they
There-
shouldn't be able to connect unless whatever's happening. Right?
They're talking about the experiment that I was referencing, in which the photon somehow was able to split into two different spot locations. I believe that's what they're referring to anyway. I believe that's what they ended up determining.
Oh,
Yes.
there were so many orphans in the 1800s due to poverty, disease, and migration of people. Usually the kids die first. Like, I don't know, but that's what Google says. Families could not afford to feed their children, so they
Tom,
gave them
didn't
up.
you also tell me not to believe everything I see?
I
off
mean,
of Google?
typhoid, the typhoid, yellow fever, and the flu killed many of their parents. You know what? At my household, I'm usually not the first one to get sick. My little rugrat comes home from school after touching some kid that fucking after touching some kid that may or may not have stuck his finger up his nose, and then he gives it to me because he sneezes and coughs over everything.
And Tom,
The kids get sick. Why are the parents dying? If they're in poverty and they can't afford to feed these children, and then they get yellow fever and die.
Tom, what you're saying is anecdotal and doesn't necessarily represent entire population.
I am reading it off of Google, and Google's new AI
I'm talking
is
about your
100%.
personal little story about how I'm just Tom. I don't get sick, despite the fact you were sick earlier this week.
I got sick from my kid. Ask Ed. Ed, how many people
I'm
are
not
sick
saying
at your
you
house
didn't.
right now?
Eddie was sick for a week, and now Katie's been sick.
Eddie was sick
Yeah,
for
it's
a
almost
week,
as though
and then
contact-
Katie was
Okay.
sick for a week. Guess what? They're both children. All right, what was
Ed's
I
Old
Googling?
World hot sauce.
Ed's Old World hot sauce. You know, guys,
How many kids were going to school back then?
with all this new
That actually is,
crypto,
no, Tom. How many kids were going to school back then? That's actually a really fair question.
no, they were working in the fields with the rest of the child
Not
labor,
all of them.
as it
Not
should
all of them.
be.
Not all of them.
Like we were supposed to back in the day, you had kids to do the work. Now that doesn't
When
happen.
do you
Now
guys start seeding?
we just started.
Yeah,
the
I think we just
seedlings.
started.
We started yesterday planting the seeds. I posted it on Facebook. Got a lot of hate comments because we use migrant workers that come up from Mexico
God.
every year. They work for us.
Tom, don't
We
bring politics into it.
We have their health care. We have the house. We house them. They love us. We love them. We know them by name. And I got a bunch of hate on it on Facebook. How could you guys possibly do
Where
that?
you
Would you
live,
guys do the fields yourselves? Yeah, we have. I have personally planted and picked peppers,
Oh,
acreage by
The
myself.
plague was bad too.
The plague was
By
bad.
GT for Life.
I'm sure it didn't kill the children either. So that's why we have so many orphans at that time. It has nothing to do with those incubator babies. Where'd they get all those babies to put in incubators? I don't know.
Canada, how about you?
Canadians. All right, what else? Like, let's see. TikTok always has something good for me right away. What is TikTok?
Oh, dude, shout out to Nova Scotia.
Let's see. TikTokity, TikTokity, TikTokity. Oh, it's all politics right now. Where's my flat earth stuff? Point of view of London during the Tartarian Empire.
Hey, Tom.
Point of view of London during the Tartarian Empire.
Greek, right?
Cam,
do you know what the Greeks discovered back when
Fire?
what's his face was looking at the Tower of Alexandria one day and the shadow that it casts over the harbor? He discovered that the Earth had he discovered that the Earth was round because he was able to measure the
he could see a
height
shadow
of the sun.
Yeah, you can measure the height of the sun. That's been done before.
Yeah, and guess what? In every single culture that's discovered that, they've discovered the Earth to be about the same size, aside from I believe Christopher Columbus, who was way off.
They're all, it changes all the time what size the Earth is. Okay, how far away is the moon? The moon is 238,900 miles away.
Hey Ed, someone's asking for you to help us. WRP3. Yeah, I agree. I agree, dude.
How far has Elon Musk rockets traveled? Maximum distance.
So what do
Columbus was a real person.
So what do y'all think about the helicopter plane crash, Tom?
I don't know. It's craziness, but
what are they hiding?
According to this, Elon has been orbiting past Mars, but
Tom actually believes there is a moon.
They can launch these rockets 1,240 miles above the Earth's surface.
Hey, congratulations, Muslim Machines 88.
So that's a big difference in numbers, Cam.
I wasn't listening. I was reading the
chat. They can launch rockets to 1,240 miles above the Earth's surface. And then we go back to how far away is the moon, and it's 238,900 miles. But we're more advanced now than we were in the 60s, right? But less advanced during Tartarian civilization.
Said the moon is hollow.
There is no moon.
Dude, the moon could be a lot of things.
I agree. It's made of cheese. It could be the
ether. It could be a rock out there. I know God made the moon. God made the stars. God made the earth. And God made the sun.
It says, ask a pilot if the earth is flat.
I did when I was on my flight, and they said it wasn't. So I don't know, Tom.
Let's see. Why is moonlight colder?
Falcon Heavy upper stage Tesla that he launched is in orbit around the sun. Tom and his coworker. Yeah, okay.
What, Cam? How come you can measure in moonlight? It's colder in the moonlight than it is in the shade of the moonlight. Why is that, Cam?
What? What was your question?
Why is the temperature in the moonlight colder than the temperature in the shade of the moonlight?
Ain't that something?
Let's see.
Something to think about.
I don't know.
This says that according to the AI overview, it says that it's slightly cooler, but essentially no temperature difference. I don't know. Do you think the moon is cold, or you think because the moon is closer to the sun?
Space itself is a vacuum, so any heat, I don't know.
Oh, it's a vacuum. So how do we launch rockets like with booster engines and stuff? How do we get off the moon if it's a vacuum? Literally, things can't burn in the vacuum of space, right? There's no oxygen.
The fire can't persist, but I believe it can
But the
ignite.
sun's burning in in the vacuum of space.
Yeah, but that's not
that's
the same thing. That's
a nuclear fusion that we know all about because we've been there and seen that and done it. Yeah, we know all about the sun's nuclear fusion.
I've walked on it many
In fact,
times.
the coldest temp we have ever measured is in a moon crater. How do the satellites circle?
Hung out on the sun 1,000 times.
There's Pepper X on the moon. Oh, Tom, they're onto you.
Pepper X in the moon. Oh, look at this. Here's the $38 million Apollo 16 lunar buggy. Ew, it's hauling ass on the moon, ain't it?
What's that? Let me
This
see
is the lunar
It's the
buggy
lunar
that
buggy.
they spent
Oh yeah,
38 million on.
Look at
Look
it.
at it. And look at it. They've got a little transmitter, like it's flying. Look at that. Oh, you hauling.
Satellites are flat too.
It's a Volkswagen.
Let's see, but no.
Those are just like what do you
I
call
wanted
it?
to
Like
go to my saved.
like the Truman
Stop.
Show. They're just giant fixtures in the sky that the government put there for some stupid reason, according to Tom.
Coldest temp in the universe is on the moon.
Here's a really nice
Well, the
one for
coldest temperature that we
1960.
measured, so same difference. Though.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. I would believe that all day long. It
Let me
looks
see
like
that one.
1960s filming. Yeah, oh, look, is that the Earth? You notice that they don't put stars in the sky anymore on the NASA stuff because then you can locate it, find out all about it.
Oh, according to well, hold on, where'd that message go?
Here we go. Here we are. The moon's spinning around us. We're spinning around the sun.
Bobby Caralfa says that there is oxygen in the rockets. No amount of reasoning is ever going to get through to him. I'm going to tell
Oxygen's in the rockets that are burning in outer space.
Yes.
I mean, Elon's going to get there.
Tom, haven't you ever heard of a
Elon's going
CO2 cartridge? It's pretty much the same principle.
Okay. Yeah.
Or there, well, probably not the same principle, but probably similar.
When the moon gets to 2,400
Everything is flat,
miles
us
apart,
included.
it must continue to travel fast. Every time the moon circles, it speeds up, but that's all magnetism, right? The Earth is
that's
pushing
gravity.
against the moon.
That's gravity. That's not necessarily the same, I think. I think there's a relationship there, but I couldn't remember how it goes to save my life right now.
Yeah. Okay, enough internet today. I'm out. Bye, guys. I want to be out too. I don't know why I'm doing this. Ed told me sit in front of the computer.
And then he told me to go piss you off.
And like that's what I'm doing.
And that's what I'm doing.
So
Ed,
when can I stop?
Buy is XLM, bro.
I mean,
not XRP, just FYI.
I just bought some more XRP.
Talk peppers now.
I just bought some more XRP, guys. It's been down like everyone. Oh, tariff wars. We're going to get out of the crypto market. Guess what? Like I said earlier, the only tariff wars, the only price it's going to affect is your heroin, your cocaine, and your fentanyl.
Ed's taking care of something to the side. He's
Ed hiring? I mean, we gotta sign up at the store. We need an extra employee at the store. Lick some sludge. They want you to do sludge now.
Okay, it's the end of the day. I'll do it. I'll lick some.
Oh yeah, Cameron's going down. Which one is this?
I'm going to tell you that right now.
Wait, which one is this?
I don't know. Good God.
Come on, Cam, get yourself a spoon.
I'm getting a glass of water first. That is horrific.
Oh, it's like what's that? What's that fast food place that they turn the things upside down? Come on, Cam, get your spoon.
I forget where the spoons are.
The spoons are down there behind those buckets. Cam's going to do some of this. This is the latest batch of tar. Good stuff. Monopoly money is worth more than crypto. I mean, I just sold some crypto that I bought for $20 and made $60 off of it. So, I mean, that's real cash. Like, so I only buy the crypto that actually meme coins. I'm not a big meme coin guy, but I do own a couple. Those are I'll throw $20 at it, and if it ever hits $1, I'll be able to retire. But most of the crypto I buy is XRP. I made, like I said,
Here,
I
don't
made
have a
some money
spoon, I'm
off
just gonna
that
do this
Swift
pen, that's
coin.
fine.
What's this?
Cameron,
Crypto channel
I don't know
now?
where the spoons are. Let
I
me
said
see.
they're behind those buckets. You see those black buckets? College education. This is college education.
This is a crypto channel now.
Now we're doing crypto. I'm
There's
saying,
buckets all over the freaking place.
like, I hate to spend more on. There you go, Cam. Show the people, Cam. Show the people. They're gonna want to see
Show
you.
'em inside the spoon.
I don't wanna-
You gotta show
hold
the
on.
spoon.
Yeah, I'm
man.
going to show this inside there.
Cam's got a brand new Pepper X t-shirt. You know who didn't get a brand new Pepper X t-shirt? Me. And you know what Cam did with his Pepper X t-shirt?
I didn't mean to
Show
do
him
it.
the bleach, Cam. College educated here. Took a brand new shirt and got bleach all over it.
It's not like I did it on purpose, Tom.
You had your surgery done.
Go, Cam, go. Look at they're cheering you on. Yay, Cam.
Knife order.
Yay, Cam.
Lick it clean.
You don't have to lick it clean. Just give that lollipop some
No,
love.
no. The public asked me nice. Return to sender Cam.
Cam doesn't do spicy. Lick it clean, Cam. You
Yeah,
wanted to lick
he's
it clean.
done,
Keep
boy.
licking. Show him the spoon, Cam.
It's a good thing it's time
Is
to
it?
go home.
No, it's still
It's
on
done.
there. Keep licking that lollipop, Cam.
It's done. It's time.
Oh
to
yeah,
go home.
chug that water. Get that capsaicin in your belly. That won't hurt later.
Oh man.
That won't hurt later, Cam. Come on, Cam. You can do it. Lick
Fuck
it
that.
clean.
Oh,
Go,
my
Cam.
God.
Go.
Fuck that.
Go, Cam. Go. Bye, Cam. Bye.
Do not curse on my video.
I'm sorry.
Look at Ed in the background. Go, Cam. Go. Ed's enjoying the sunshine today. It's 75 degrees here at the farm. It is beautiful weather. I wish it could stay like this for the rest of the time. Like, I do like the humidity though, so.
I've been coordinating work. I just got
Oh,
off the
everybody
phone
liked
with my
that.
wife.
I'm glad you all liked it.
Everybody
And I
liked
want
it.
it. Yeah.
Man, he got a lot of comments.
Wow, you got a lot of viewers this time, Tam. 34.
Yeah.
Cam is in on it.
All right,
It's
we
a
love you
conspiracy.
guys. God bless you
That's
all.
right. It's all conspiracy. I'm a lizard person.
There's Tom's conspiracy video. I told you I'd let him on.
You want to give away a tar, Ed?
You go ahead and give someone a tar, Tom.
We're going to give someone a tar. You got to write it down. I don't know how to spell.
I got to get on the computer in a couple minutes for this
All right.
meeting.
Who gets a tar? We should do it my way, right?
You do whatever.
We should not play favoritisms. Tar is really special. I got to get on YouTube. Getting on YouTube. Let's see where there we go. Let's see here. All right. Thank you guys for sticking around. Yeah, do your little things like spam it as much as you want because I'm about to spin the wheel. Spinning the wheel. Come on. Oh, that's the wrong way. Spin that. There's not a whole lot of comments to spin. You guys, what's going on here? Why is my wheel not spinning like it normally does? Oh, that's an ad. I got an ad. Skip ad. All right, back to the wheel. Dun-dun-dun. Bam. The lucky person is Dave Guam. Dave Guam, you're the lucky winner of a tar. A tar. Dave Guam gets a tar.
All right, Tom.
Dave Guam, you're the winner.
All right, guys. Love you all. God bless you all. Have a
Dave
great
Guam
day.
Gets a tar.
I have to get going. I got a
Tar.
meeting. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love y'all. Bye, XRP.
Cameron.
Bye, XRP.